Hello dear friends, this is a very interesting stitch, very pretty. It seems like the smock that you make on little baby dresses and shirts. So that's what I'm calling it, the Smocked Stitch. So this is done on an even number of stitches. And I'm using one size larger needles than what the yarn calls for. This is a number 4 yarn, and I'm using US 9 needles, which is the same as 5.5 millimeters. So let's start from the beginning because a lot of people prefer. And you make your slip knot and cast on your stitches any way you wish. This is the long tail cast on, and you can look it up if you want to learn it, if you need to. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now you have an even number of stitches. Once that is done, the first row, the base row, you knit the first one and the last one and purl the rest of the row. So purl, and then the last one you knit. Okay, so once that is done, you go, I'm using the blue because it looks better on the needle than the gray. See what I mean? So, okay. The first row, you are going to knit the first and the last stitches, and you're going to go in between stitches number 2 and number 3 and pull up a loop, yarn over, and knit the next 2 stitches. So let's do that again. You go in between those two stitches number 2 and 3, go in between those, bring up a loop, yarn over, and knit those 2 stitches. Let's do that again. You go in between stitches number 2 and 3, right in there, bring up a loop, yarn over, and knit those 2 stitches. Once more, go in between stitches 2 and 3, bring up a loop, yarn over, and knit those 2 stitches. And I'll see you when I am at the end. Okay, I'm at the end of row number 1. I go in between my 2 stitches, pull up a loop, make them really soft because you will see what you need to do on the next row. So knit 2 and then knit the last one. Row number 2, you're going to knit the first and the last, bring your yarn to the front, pick up stitches number 3 and 4 right there, let's see, you can see, and bring them over those 2 stitches and then purl those 2. Let's do that again. So you're going to go and pick up stitches number 3 and number 4 and bring them over the first 2 stitches and then purl those two. Let's do that again. You pick up those two stitches, number 3 and number 4. See how that's why you need to make them very soft. To pull up a loop and yarn over from the row before. And now you purl those two. Okay, again, you are going to pick up stitches number 3 and number 4 and pass them through those two and then purl the next 2 stitches. And I will see you when I finish this row. I am at the end of row number 2. I already passed stitches number 3 and 4. So now I purl those 2 and knit the last one. Okay, now row number 3 is going to be the same as row number 1, but I'm going to alternate them. They need to be offset. Therefore, you knit the first and the last, and you knit one. And now you start with your stitch. So like that, it stays in the middle of these two. So let's do that. You go in between stitches number 2 and 3, bring up a loop, yarn over, and knit 2. Go in between your stitches number 2 and 3, pull up a loop, yarn over, and knit those 2. Again, go in between stitches 2 and 3, bring up a loop, yarn over, and knit those 2. And I'll see you when I'm at the end of this row. So I'm at the end of row number 3. And what you want to do is that you go in between those 2 stitches, number 2 and 3, pull up a loop, turn over, knit those 2, and because we offset it, we are alternating. We're going to knit that one and the last. Okay, now row number 4, you're going to knit the first one and the last one. Bring your yarn to the front, purl that first one because that's the offsetting stitch, and then bring stitches number 3 and 4 over those 2 stitches. Now you purl those 2. Let's do that again. You pick up stitches number 3 and 4, bring them over those first 2, and now you purl those 2. And that's it. On the last stitch, remember that you need to offset it, and I'll see you when I get there. Okay, I'm at the end of row number 4, and so I pass those 2 over the first 2, purl those, and then because we offset it, we're going to purl and then knit the last one. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and please share us with your friends. Please subscribe. We have a lot of pretty stitches and projects. So isn't that pretty? So thank you.